We worked it out.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting. Today is Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. It's 1:30 p.m. I am Chantal Class, Deputy Chief City Auditor. Today with us, we have our City Treasurer, Darius Shankar, our Common Council President, Corey Ellis, and our Chief Financial Manager, Joe Stetson, on behalf of the Budget Office. On today's agenda, we have 7 budget transfer requests and 3 legal statement settlements. First, we have 1 request for our budget year 2024. That's from the Water Department in the amount of $60,000. That's going to be coming from their purification supplies and materials account and going to their special items contracted services account. And this is to cover the remaining 2024 invoices. We have 6 budget transfer requests for the 2025 budget year. First, we have a request from the Water Department in the amount of $5,000 from their sewer maintenance contracted services line to their sewer maintenance motor vehicle expense line. And this is to cover the cost of future invoices. We have another $8,000 request from Water Department from their admin contracted services line to their admin supplies and materials line. And this is to cover the cost of future invoices. Also from the Water Department, we have another $250,000 request from their transmission and distribution contracted services line to their transmission distribution vehicle line. And this is to also cover costs of future invoices. Next, we have a request from the Recreation Department in the amount of $1,000 from the Center Programs, Fees and Services line to their admin miscellaneous line, and this is to cover reimbursement costs for travel. Another request from the Rec Department for $10,000 coming from their admin contracted services line to their admin office equipment line, and this is to purchase office equipment. The last request is from the Office of Audit and Control in the amount of $2,500 from their temp help line to their contractual expense line to cover future expenses. Any questions, comments, concerns? All right. Now we have 3 legal settlements. First, we have one. Our first settlement is for Justin Lally for the amount of $316 for a claim of illegal tow of his vehicle. Second, we have Charter Spectrum in the amount of $3,804.20. This is for claims of damages to an underground feeder line, which occurred during the cleaning of a lot by our Parks Department and Department of General Services. And then lastly, we have a settlement for Wayne Holmes in the amount of $140,000. And this is for claims against the city for negligence, false arrest, and malicious prosecution. Any questions, comments, concerns? All right. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
All right. We have Common Council President Corey Ellis and Darius, our City Treasurer, seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved. So moved.
A motion moved by our City Treasurer Darius Shankar, seconded by our Common Council President Corey Ellis. That ends our Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting for today. I'll now hand it over to our clerk's office.
Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, April 8th. Calling order, the contract and supply meeting. Today we have President Joe Stetson of the department, Darius Shankar, Treasurer, Robert McGee, Executive Council, Howard Vogel, City Engineer Frank Zioli, Department of General Services.
Benefit copies?
No. Oh, exactly. No.
Now. Why did you put those one? Because you know how much paper we are printing?
Environmental.
If DGS to pay for the paper, would you do it?
Sure.
Okay,
Until then,
okay.
can you put an order of 12 cases in?
So-
We need it. Mr. Gold offered the following, resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for bids for the following: for the Albany Complete Streets Lead Service Replacement Project, year 2025, contract to Department of Engineering. That proposals to be received by the board at a special. Sorry, no. At a special, that's what they requested. Okay, at a special meeting to be held Tuesday, April 29th, 2025, 1:30 P.M., and that each bidder be required to present the bid a deposit equal in the amount to 5% of the total bid in a bid bond or certified check. Resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to amend the bid submission date for Albany On-Call Striping Project 2025. The new bid submission date is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to advertise the bid opening date for the following: Albany On-Call Striping Project 2025, Department of Engineering. The proposals to be received by the board at a regular meeting to be held Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025 at 1:30 P.M. and that each bidder be required to present with the bid deposit in the amount of 5% of the total amount of the bid in the form of a bid bond or certified check. The following was offered: resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for bids for the following: tree maintenance and emergency work services for the Albany Water Board. Said proposals to be received by the Albany Water Board at a regular meeting to be held Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025 at 12 P.M. A bid deposit is not required for this solicitation. We have openings for Lincoln Park Learning Garden. First up is Peter. Total base bid. Sorry. Contractor A, base bid, $1,340,000. Allowance number one, $1,265,000. Alternate allowance number one, outdoor classroom area, $550,000. Alternate two, natural play equipment, $30,000. Alternate number three, human sundial, $30,000. Alternate number four, paver library, $60,000.
So who is the better one?
Peter Luigi. Luigi.
Something.
Next, we have William J. Keller and Son. Total base bid, $1,669,444. Allowance one, $1,544,444. Alternate number one, outdoor classroom, $468,291. Alternate number two, natural play equipment, $75,088. Alternate three, human sundial, $11,217,000. Alternate number four, paver library, $52,845,000. Next is Rickenberger. Base bid, $1,787,400. Base bid, $1,787,400. $787,400. Allowance one, $1,712,400. Alternate one, outdoor classroom area, $819,000. Number two, natural play equipment, $67,000. Alternate three, human sundial, $12,000. Alternate number four, paver library, $86,000. And you have clean for the electrical portion, Harold Clean for the electrical. Base bid, $300,000. Allowance number one, $275,000. Alternate one, outdoor classroom, $42,800. Next project is, City of Albany, Manning Boulevard Street Improvement. Peter Luigi and Brothers. Base bid, number one, roadway reconstruction, $4,679,289. Base bid number two, lead service replacement, $890,480. Total base bid, $5,569,769. Peter Luigi. We have new paging, the castle paving. Base bid number one, roadway reconstruction, $4,622,286. Base bid number two, lead service replacement, $639,811.45. Total bid, base bid, $5,262,097.45. Bid bond is included.
The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9343, the Albany Water Board approved change order one to the following named contracts with the following named contractor, approving the allowances usage with no impact on the contract price or the contract completion date. The contract amount will remain $1,742,580. The new contract completion date, the contract completion date remains July 31st, 2025. The project title was Academy Road Construction Wetlands Project. The contractor, Peter Luigi Grove Contractor. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provisions of city contract number 9343, change order number two, excuse me. The following named contract with the following named contractor, approving the allowance usage with no impact to the contract price or contract completion date. The new contract amount will remain, the contract amount will remain $1,742,580. The contract completion date will remain July 31st, 2025. Project is the Academy Wetlands Construction. Academy Road Constructed Wetlands Project, also Peter Luigi and Rose. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision and city contract number 9140, the Albany Water Board approved change order 5G22 to the following named contracts with the following named contractor. The contract completion date remains December 31st, 2023. The project title was Beaver Creek Clean River Project Phase 3 of 5, the general contract with the contractor, W&J Keller. The amount increases by $237,475, with the new contract amount being $36,018,639.82. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board. Resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision in city contract number 946, the Albany Water Board approves change order 5H-08 to the following named contract with the following named contractor. The contract completion date remains December 31st, 2023. The title is Beaver Creek Clean River Project Phase 5 HVAC with Share Mechanical. The increase of amount is $13,698.09, with the new contract amount being $1,018,595,076. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board. Resolved that in accordance with the existing contract division of city contract number 9369, the Albany Water Board approves change orders AB-8-01 to the following named contract with the following named contractor, updating the terms and conditions with no impact to the contract price or the contract completion date. The contract amount will remain $117,900, and the completion date will remain December 4th, 2025. The project title is Farrah Bush WFP Aeration Room Renovations HVAC with Gallo Construction. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board. Resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provisions in city contract number 9376, the Albany Water Board approves change order LM-E-01 to the following named contract and the following named contractor, updating the terms and conditions with no impact on the contract price or the completion date. The contract amount will remain $473,808. The contract completion date will remain December 31st, 2025. The title is Farrah Bush WFP Line Maintenance Building. This is for the electrical contractor is Still Seeing Electric. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board. Resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provisions of city contract number 9378, the Albany Water Board approves change order LM-P-001 to the following named contractor with the following named contractor. Contract with following contractor, updating the terms and conditions with no impact to the contract price or the contract completion date. The contract amount will remain $167,705, with the completion date remaining January 17th, 2026. Farrah Bush WFP Line Maintenance Building Plumbing. This is Eckert Mechanical LLC. The following resolution was offered on behalf of the Water Board. Resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9294, the Albany Water Board approves change order 1 to the following contract with the following named contractor, approving the allowance credit, reducing the contract amount to $294,600 with no impact to the contract completion date. The new contract amount will be $294,600. And the completion date will remain January 28, 2024. This is for UV equipment installation at Loudonville Reservoir with Black Industries. This is a change amount of $100,000 with the new contract amount being $294,600. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board. Resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9140, the Albany Water Board approves change order 5G-21 to the following named contract with the following named contractor, approving the allowance credit, reducing the contract amount by $84,610 with no impact to the completion date. The new contract amount will be $35,781,164.82. The contract completion date will remain December 31st, 2023. The project title is Beaver Creek Clean River Project Phase 3 of 5 for general contractor W&J Keller and Sons. This is a decrease of $84,610. The contract amount is $35,781,164 start over. $35,781,164.82. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9140, the Albany Water Board approves change order 5G-23 to the following named contract with the following named contractor. The contract completion dates remain December 31st, 2023. The title is Beaver Creek Clean River Project Phase 3 of 5 General with W.M.J. Keller and Sons. It's an increase in the amount of $16,892. The new contract amount will be $36,035,531.82. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that in accordance with the existing provisions of city contract number 9368, the Albany Water Board approves change order AB-E-01 to the following named contract with the following contractor, updating the terms and conditions with no impact to the contract price or the contract completion date. The contract will remain, the amounts will remain $75,357. The contract dates will remain, completion date will remain December 6, 2025. The title of the project is Farrah Bush WFP Aeration Room Renovations Electric with contractor of Stilton Electric. Almost there. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9432, the Albany Water Board approves change order E-01 to the following named contract with the following named contractor. There's no change to the original contract timeframe of 365 days. This is Farrah Bush Water Filtration Plant Upgrades with Stilton contract. There's an increase in the amount of $15,498. The new contract amount is $112,498. That was with Stilton Electric, sorry. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9379, the Albany Water Board approves change order LM-8H-01 to the following named contract with the following named contractor, updating the terms and conditions with no impact on the contract price or the contract completion date. The contract amount will remain $93,100 with the completion date remaining of January 8th, 2026. This is for Farrah Bush WFP Line Maintenance Building HVAC with T. McEllicott. The new contract amount of $93,100. The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9367, the Albany Water Board approves change order AB-G-02 to the following named contract with the following named contractor, updating allowance descriptions and the terms and conditions with no impact to the contract price or the contract completion date. The contract amount will remain $2,034,780 with the contract completion date remaining of October 23rd, 2025. This is for Farrah Bush WFP Aeration Room Renovations, general contract with Gallo Construction Corp. The new contract amount again is $2,834,780. The following was offered on behalf of the Department of Recreation. Resolved that the secretary be authorizing director to extend the bid opening following for Albany South Community Center general construction. The said proposal to be received by the board at 12 p.m. on April 22nd at a regular meeting, and that each bidder is required to receive to submit a deposit in an equal amount of 5% in a bid bond or certified check. The following resolution was also offered by Department of Recreation that resolved the secretary is authorized and directed to extend the bid opening for the following: Albany South Community Center Plumbing. Said proposal to be received by the board at 12 p.m. on April 22nd, 2025, at a regular meeting to be held at 1:30 p.m. that day. That each bidder is required to submit a bid deposit of 5% equal to the amount of bid bond or certified check. The following was offered on behalf of Recreation, resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to extend the bid opening for the following Albany South Community Center electrical for the seven proposals to be received by the board at 12 p.m. on April 22nd. And that each bidder is required to submit a bid bond of 5% and a bid bond of certified check. The following was offered on behalf of Department of Recreation. Resolved that the secretary be authorized and directed to extend the bid opening for the following Albany South Community Center for mechanical. Several proposals to be received by the board in a regular meeting held on April 22nd at 1:30 p.m. And that each bidder is required to submit equal to the amount of 5% in a total bid of the total bid in the bid bond of certified check.
That's it.
What you mean?
You don't got any more?
I feel like I was reading bid bonds all over.
Really?
Well, that concludes the agenda for today. Can I get a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second,
Thank you. All those in favor?
motion adjourned.
Aye. Motion adjourned.
Motion to adjourn. You made that motion?
I did, yes.
Gotcha. Second?
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.